Hi viewers and my dear friends and my dear students, good morning to everyone, welcome to the online classes. So, direct and inversely proportional part 3 today discuss about that one. Part 1 I have completed direct proportional and inverse proportional. Part 2 work out some sums, and so remember that part 1 part 2 last one, you see last one is equal to z2 is equal to 100z, yes I think 100x, okay, into 100y into 112 x by 80y, these are there, 100x this one is there. Once cancellation, that's one, next session will be continue, that's a direct and inverse proportional part 3, okay. So, this is a part 2 part. Once this calculation x is cancelled, y is cancelled, 100 is cancelled. So, this is 80, this is a 112, directly it cancel 1.4, okay, clear, 1.1. If you need out 112 by 80, 4 table is cancelled. Suppose here 100 z is there, 0 is cancelled. 4 table, this is how many times cancelled, guys, guess it. This is a 2 times 2 4s are 8, 11 minus 8 3, so 38 times, this is a 2 times 2, this one is a 14. So z2 is equal to 140z. Already know z1 is equal to 100z, guys, z2 is equal to get that 140z. What the difference? This one 40 is difference. So the z is increases, 40% is increases, 40% is increases of z, okay. Part 2 last session, so little bit confusion, why wait that time is very short, that's why is a wrong it, that's one, just your remember, that's one, check it, okay, right. Now today discuss one more topic in this direct and inversely proportional. Now come to the point, the third part. So compound proportional. In this compound proportional, sometime change in one quantity depends upon the change in 2 or more quantities is some proportional. This is important. I take it that one quantity that is equal to x. X is depends on that 2 or more quantities, x1, x2, and y. So y1, y2. These two are the more, then the ratio of the first quantity to the compound ratio of other two quantities. That means in this case, in this compound proportional, you are observe which one quantities depends in this main quantity. You are check it, it is a directly proportional or inversely proportional, first you identification. Okay, is it clear? Wait, first I write the one example on the blackboard. You observe that blackboard, how many quantities are there, which one is quantities depends of the other two or more quantities, first identification. So the which one quantity is depends to other 2 or more quantities, what is the relation to find out after you solve this one, that is called a compound ratio. Actually it is a 3 cases are there. The first case, one quantities may be directly proportional with that other 2 quantities. So these 2 quantities are directly proportional of these 2, that's one. Suppose means x by y is equal to If in case directly proportional, the first one case directly proportional, don't change this one x1 by y1 into x2 by y2. Is it clear? It's a directly proportional case. Direct proportional case. Guys, please see which one quantity you find out, that's one depends on 2 or more. So the 2 or more, so change. How to change? You find out this relation. Suppose you guess it, this relation is directly proportional. That situation you take x by y is equal to x1 by y1 into x2 by y2. Suppose is inversely proportional, thus inversely proportional. Second one, x by y is equal to inversely proportional situation, you write reverse. X by 1 you have taken the y1 by x1 into reverse y2 by x2. This is a inversely proportional. Inversely proportional. Inverse proportion. Okay, clear? But here mixing. One is a direct proportion, another one is a inverse proportion. That time how you take it? X by y. X by y. Suppose these two are indicate the directly proportional, you don't change x1 by y1 into, it's a directly proportional, dp. dp means directly proportional. It indicates the inverse proportional, ip. ip means inverse. That situation you take it that y2 by x2. Guys, 3 steps are there. This is a compound ratios. Once again remember that sometime change in one quantity depends upon the change in the 2 or more quantity. So here this is one quantity, this 2 or more quantity you take it. Here 3 steps are there. You find out this quantity, big X or big Y, you are find out. How to find out? That's one. This the big Y and big X ratio you take it, X by Y equal to, you are checking this one. How you find out that relation? Suppose these two quantities are changing that directly proportional. That situation you have taken that x1 by y1 into x2 by y2, that is directly proportional. So simply change, that's one. Again these two ratios, and that means x by y equal to, these two remaining two other quantities are inversely proportional is there. That time you have taken that y1 by x1 into y2 by x2. That is a inverse proportional. Suppose one is a inverse proportion, another one is a directly proportional. How to take? So x by y is equal to x1 by y1 into x2 y2 by x2. So this is a directly proportional. You write that x1 by y1 into, it's a inversely proportional IP. Suppose you guess it, that's y2 by y1. Is it clear? Now I write that one sum on the blackboard. You observe. Generally computation oriented, here one formula is there. You use that formula, easily do it, but not used in this case. Formula first you write, you learn that directly. That situation your mind is sharpened. Okay, guys, see, I write one problem on the blackboard. You observe. Question number page number 243, guys. Example 10. Example 10. Consider the mess charges for 35 students for 24 days. Is 6,300. How much will be the mess charges for 25 students for 18 days. Guys, in this compound ratios are 3 models are there. Now in this session definitely I give the 3 models example sums. Generally in the competition exam oriented one formula is there, that's formula M1 D1 by W1, M2 D2 by W2. One more formula is there, M1 D1 H1 is equal to M1 D2 H2. This is another formula. So what is the meaning of M? M is indicator of that months, D days, W workers, work. In this case M means months, D for that is the days, H for hours. But don't use this one formulas. This one used in that competition oriented examination. That situation you have saved that time. But you are apply the directly method. That situation your brain is sharp it. Now see guys, listen. First you study the question. Consider the mess charges for 35 students for 24 days. That the rupees is 6,300. Yes. So here the 35 students underline, 24 days underline, mess charges 6,300 rupees. How much will be the mess charges for 25 students 18 days? How much you find out the masses? So here 3 quantities are there. One is the mess charges, next one is the number of students, next one is the days. So 3 quantities are there. I write the 3 quantities guys. First one is a mess charges in rupees. Okay. Next one, number of students. Next one, days. Okay. Now see, what is the first one mess charges? 6,300. Number of students 35. Okay. In this how many days? 24 days. So this is the first one. Guys, is it clear? Yes. Okay. Right. Next one, how much will be the mess charges? That is question mark. How many students? 25 students. So how many days? 18 days. Yes. See, here you find out the mess charges. So this one quantity. This quantity depends on these 2 more quantities. Here definitely you apply that compound proportional. Okay, clear? Now see, you check it this one. Suppose this is X, this is a Y, this is a capital X, capital Y. This is a small x1, this is a small x2. This one is a small y1, this one is a small y2. Guys, first is mess charges comparing that number of students. Again mess charges comparing that days. What happened? What is the relation formed here? First that's one check it. Here the mess charges is equal to 6,300 rupees guys is given. How many students are there here? 35 students are there. So the students are increasing and decreasing in this case. The students are decreasing guys, see, decreasing 35 to 25. So please guess it, that's one. Definitely number of students are decreasing. That means what is the relation of the mess charge? mass charge also decreasing, guys. Why? Because these values are decreasing, definitely it is also decreasing. So these two are the what the relation? Directly relation, dp, direct proportionality. So that's why I write x by y equal to x1 by y1. Don't change it into s. Next one, check it. Mass charges and days. This is over. Leave it. Mass charges days. 6,300 rupees, 24 days. So 24 days the mass charge 6,300. So days is increasing or decreasing? Days is decreases, 24 to 18 days. So mass charges also, you guess it, definitely it is also decreasing. So what that's one? Directly proportional, dp. Directly you write, don't change x2 by y2. So this type question is the first one of compound proportional. These all values are fixed here. What is the big X value? 6300 by this one value, you find out big Y is equal to, yes, now 35 by 25 into 24 by 18. Yes, if you any cancellation in this right hand side, 5 table is cancelled, this one 7 times, this one is a 5 times. Next 24 and 18, which table is cancelled? Guess, yes, 3 table, this one is a 8 times, this one is a 6 times. Again 2 table, this is cancelled. How many times 2 table? This one is a, 2 table, this one is a 4 times, this one is a 3 times. So guess 6300 by y is equal to 7 into 4 by 5 into 3. Just your cross multiplication, guys, cross multiplication. Y into 7 into 4 equal to 6300 into 5 into 3. Hence, this one is multiplication here, that's a division y. So it's a capital Y is equal to 630 into 5, 3 by 7 into 4. Guys, you know the 7 table 63 how many times get? 9 times, so 900. Again this 4 how many times is cancelled in 900? 2 4s are 8, 1 0, 2 4s are 8, 2 0, 5 times. So 225 times. So y is equal to 225 into 5 into 3. As multiplication, 5 5s are 25, 2 5 2s are 10, 12, 1 5 2s are 12, 1 11 into 3. 3 5s are 15, 1 3 2s are 6, 7, 3 11s are 33, that is y. So the mass charges, how much you are paid? 3,375 rupees for 25 students for 18 days. Okay, how much you are paid? 3,375 rupees the mass charge for 25 students for 18 days. You write last one line. Is it clear? So the compound proportional first one model I have completed. Now I write that next sum, that is the second one model. Right. Okay guys, question number, example 11, same page, 24 workers 24 workers working 6 hours a day can finish a piece of work in 14 days. If each worker works 7 hours a day, find the number of workers to finish the same piece of work in 8 days. Okay, guys, please as this please observation, 24 workers working 6 hours a day. So one day 24 workers working 6 hours can finish a piece of work is 24 days, 14 days. Each worker 7 hours, the same workers, each one workers 7 hours work done in the day. Find the workers to finish off the same piece in 8 days. Same piece in 8 days. What you find out? Number of workers you find out. That is question mark. In this workers, hours, days, 3 quantities are there. Workers, first one, hours, days, 3 quantities are there. First I write that's one. See guys, number of workers, next one hours, that mean time in mention hours. Next one days. So guys, please observe. Okay, number of workers 24 workers. So how many hours working? 6 hours. How many days is finished? That's work 14 days. So here the workers question mark. So 7 times 7 hours. How many days finish? 8 days. So see guys, this one say capital X, capital Y, X1, this is a Y1, X2, Y2. Okay. Actually you find out number of workers. These workers are must and should depends on that time and days. So 2 more or quantities are difference this one. Is it clear? Yes. Now how to find out that relation? Just you are compare this one. Number of workers and time comparing, number of workers and date comparing. What is the relation between that number of workers and time and number of workers and days? You find out the relation. It's a directly proportional relation or inversely proportional relation. First you must and should find out. After you do it, the sum easily becomes that answer. Is it clear? Come. Number of workers, time. Here 24 workers, time taken 6 hours. So time is increases or decreases? So time is increases, 7 hours here. Time is. So definitely time is increases, workers is decreases, increases. You guess it guys? Yes, definitely workers are decreases. Why? Because time is increases. Guys, here time is increases, 6 hours to 7 hours. Time is increases guys. Definitely workers are decreases. So immediately you guess it, what the relation of the both? Yes, inverse relation. That short form IP. Good. What is next? Compare the number of workers and days. Here number of workers 24. So 14 days taken the time. The same workers. Days are decreasing. See, days are decreasing. Definitely workers are increasing. Yes. This is also inversely proportional. Now, you write the formula x by y is equal to inversely proportional y1 by x1 into y2 by x2. So, this all quantities note down in this one. 24 by y equal to 6 by 7 into, sorry, it's inversely proportional, you write the reverse 7 by 6 into 8 by 14. So, why it is a inversely proportional. So, if you just your cross multiplication, this one y into 7 into 8 is equal to 24 into 6 into 14, guess. Therefore, y is equal to 24 into 6 into 14. These numbers are sent that side is a divisible. 8 how many times this one, guess? So 3 times. 7 this one how many times? 2 times. So y is equal to 3 into 6 into 2. So y is equal to 3 2s are 6, 6 6 are 36. What is the meaning of y? Y is means number of workers. Number of workers. So that 36 workers are to finish the same piece of work 8 days. The workers are can do 7 hours time. Is it clear? So in this compound proportionality I have completed the 2 models. Next one, simply I write right. Last and final is an important question. Just I will explain that one. A painter can paint a wall of 180 meters long in 3 days. How many painters are required to paint 200 meters long wall in 5 days? Okay, please guys, first you frame that box. 12 painters can finish the wall 180 meters long in 3 days. How many painters? So number of painters here, dest length, next days. Okay, so first one how many painters? 12 painters, you take it capital X. Length 180 meters, that's one you take it that x1. Days 3 days, that's one you take it that x2. Next one you find out this question 200 meters, this is x2. 5 days, sorry, y1, this is a y2. Yes, please just I write that relation, remaining simplification you do it at home. So number of painters and length, check it. Length 180 meters, 200 meters. Length is increasing and decreasing. Increasing. Definitely painters also increasing, decreasing. Painters also increasing. So the two are the relations here. This is why directly proportional. Here see 3 days, 5 days, increasing, decreasing, increasing. So definitely it's 3 days, it's a decreasing. It's a inversely proportional relation, IP. Now directly proportional, write that 180 by 200 directly. This is inversely relation represent, so 5 by 3. So cancellation, this cancel, sorry, 0 0 cancel. So 12 by y is equal to 18 by 20 into 5 by 3. This is a 6 times, this is a 4 times, 6 this is a 2 times. Okay, 2 by y is equal to 1 by 4, cross multiplication, therefore y is equal to 2 into 4, y is equal to 8. What is the meaning of y? Y is represent the number of painters. Okay, in this case two are mixing, directly proportional and are inversely proportional, two are the mixing in this case. Okay guys, so all models are completed in this chapter. Remaining questions are your practice at home. Okay, thank you.